Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, first clip. Excuse me. What you're looking at is part of the bridge. Now, I don't know, because I'm going to have to muck about with this camera because it's not really playing right. And on the screen that looks terrible, but on the naked eye it looks brilliant. What I'm trying to get is that sort of like light oak that's going grey. Now I think I'm there on that. By the time I put a filter or something over the top of that, probably even just do a light grey filter, mix my own up. I think I can bring that down, but it looks better that way. I started on the, well, I started to weather the whole bridge, all the wood, and I'm going to have to, you have to bear with me while I manually focus this in because it doesn't really want to play on the autofocus. But I think by the time that's all taken back down, and I think a very a grey wash to put over the top of it, I think I'm going to get close to the colour that I'm looking for. What I've been using is the this is a medium grey. Put that back on the focus. No, that's not going to do it. I'll take it back off of focus. Let's just, there we go. Medium grey. Now that was the base. That is like a sandy colour. Put that on the base. And then I give it everyone's favourite, burnt umber. I just thin that down and give it virtually a whole wash. Then I did a bit of highlighting with, well, it's not on there, but it's Rush Shadow. And then I give it a few dabs here and there of another grey. And these came out the AK weathering sets. Well, a set for the MIG one. But I mean, I've only just gone over to AK, and I quite like them. They're a nice thin paint. They're not really thick and heavy duty, which I don't like, and they dry really quick, which I like as well. So that's what I've been doing on that. Oh yeah, and then I've been giving it a wash. Move this. Then I give it a wash of this stuff, which I've had for a long time. It's actually a game. It's for dipping parts in to actually give it a wash. But it's some really good stuff. It's some really good stuff. And then I've been using thinners. Perfect Clear. Now, Perfect Clear, I like that because it takes a lot of the surface off the paint, and sort of like it gives you the layers, which is working quite well for me. So I'm sticking to that. And then to finish it off, one of my sanding sticks. Just lightly go over the top. It seems to bring the grain back out when I get it focused in. Yeah, that's what I'm looking on the screen now, because it's totally different looking at it with the eye. Yeah, that's a better way of it. It sort of like brings that, what grain they've put into the plastic. And to be totally honest with you, to me it's a lot of faffing around What I should have done was I should have got a load of these lollipop sticks. I should have just cut them down to the size of these planks, which isn't far off it, and just redone the whole deck in them. To me, you know, I can put, I know how to sort of like do wood graining and stuff like that, so I could have made that look more like what I wanted than I can with the plastic. But there you go. Next one I will. Anyway, that's that bit of this little update. I'll just keep popping backwards and forwards as I get further and further along, because hopefully by the end of this week this is all going to be finished. Right, welcome Saturday afternoon. What's the time? Oh, it's 3:15. It's 3:15 on a Saturday afternoon. And on your last one, I did the water, so I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing there. Now I'm going to turn my attention to this bit here. Now, there's going to be a lot of umming and ahhing on this clip. I've done these barrels, which I'm thinking of doing some type of fire, and I found this, I think they call it an MG, German machine gun, but it hasn't got no ammunition box or anything like that. So I didn't know how to do a small sort of sandbaggy thing there that's being destroyed as the anti-aircraft gun won't go in. So I'm very limited on my materials. I've got a little tiny bit of clay left to make some sandbags. I've been through me box, and I found a couple of boxes, ammunition boxes. I've got a bucket. And that's about it. So I've got to get really creative with this bit. I'm just thinking of doing this bit here has been burnt. This has been a fire with these barrels, something like that, being dropped off the side of a lorry after it exploded or something. Maybe just something down here. If not, I'm going to just put some craters in there as it's been fired upon, and that should be it. I'll start doing the weathering on this once I get these bits done, and that then will be it. Well, except for the trim around the bottom, and that side's completed. It just needs a bit of weathering, a bit of sorting out. I'd like to get this done because the Steve Moultrie M build is coming up. I've got my granddaughter going to be moving in on part of my workspace because she's entering. Mind you, the video will be done by that. I think it's a chieftain that she's entering. She picked it out after a lot of humming and hawing. She decided that that's what she wanted, and who am I to argue, especially with a child? It's a bit like arguing with the missus, that is. Right, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be finishing off all these bits around the outside. There's going to be a trim that runs the full length of this. I've got to do a little bit more polishing on this edge because I just want this edge to sort of like almost disappear, because it ain't too bad now, but I'd like to polish it up just a little bit more just to finish that off with, and might be going across the top of that water with some white acrylic just to give some white peaks, just to get that finished off, and that then will be it. Then I can go back onto me models. I can put this up into the cabinet out the way, and then I can finish off. So the next clip, I'll just do short clips of the little bits that I'm doing, just so you sort of like, I don't know, just so you've got a memory of it by the time you get to the end. So that's it for this bit, and I'll see you in the next bit. Right there, welcome back. Another clip, different camera as well, so if the picture quality changes, that's the reason why. The other one's starting to get quite warm, so I thought I'd just give it a little rest. What you're looking at now is the clip before. This camera isn't that brilliant, but we'll stick with it for the moment. I decided just to do one mass fire because we couldn't get really anything on this little bit. So that's the way it's going to stop, I think. We got all the charred remains. It looks reasonable. It's feasible. That's the main thing, that it's feasible. That this fire's been going, and the oil and diesel there has run across and down through the barbed wire into the river, making that big black burn mark, which is reasonably feasible. Right, the rope's being put on right the way across. As I say, this camera isn't very good, but we'll do the best we can. That's all done. So really now all I've got left to do really is now I really want to get some trim onto the bottom, along the bottom here, just to cover this up and make this look tidy. Just got to finish the weathering over the back here on the bridge, which isn't going to take me long. There's a few little odds and sods I'll probably have to add in. There's a couple of buckets that I might sling in there, twisted and bent, but they're all little bits that will be added on as I'm going on, because to me now this is virtually finished, because once we get the vehicles on it, I mean the vehicles are going to be the centre of attention. If I'm just reaching up and getting one, if we get a vehicle on there, you know, I mean that's instantly taken a lot of the bridge up, and to be honest with you, I'm quite glad I didn't actually get this gun down here, because I think it would have made this front a little bit too crowded, and you really want, this is really about the vehicles that are coming over it, not the actual diorama. This is just staging your vehicles really. So I'm quite pleased, but that is going to be saved for the one to the Rhine, because I do like that idea of the anti-aircraft gun close by. And to be all honest, it wouldn't have been positioned here, it would have been positioned back over there for a good field of fire over the top of the bridge. Just here it's going to be sort of quite limited. It wouldn't be able to shoot that way, and it wouldn't be able to shoot this way, so there we go. So all in all, I'm quite happy. Like I say, this is the last clip of this bit, and I shall do one once I put all the trim round and everything. I will do a sort of, you know, show it off, but I think I might do all pictures, because it's a pretty big diorama, as you can see, and there's a lot going on there, so, and you don't really get the full benefit of it, not with a camera anyway, not like this, because to get it all in we'd have to come somewhere about there, which is quite a way. And no, I'm quite happy with that. But on the next one, like I say, this bridge has got to be longer. It looks, to me, it just looks too stubby. I'm thinking the bridge going to be this length, so it's going to be another three of them long, and also I want it higher. I at least want it up to about here where the actual bridge is sitting, so it tapers off. Because I've got 2.5 meters, I'm going to have that space to do it. But this has been great. I've learnt a lot. I know exactly what I want. I know that now that this bridge, I mean, I can comfortably cut this bridge down by what, a good 30-40 mil, probably even more, because the actual bridges only just took the vehicles. I've seen them where the tank is virtually touching the sides of the bridge, and that was I think it was a it was a Churchill, and it was just going down it. So I can cut this down a lot. I know I'm going on about more about the other diorama, but this is the springboard for it. If I can cut that down and move the bridge back, that means I can get more going on in the front, because I still like the idea of the 75 mil pack 40 actually in the water, or even a vehicle, a tank or something like that is in my head now, and I want to create that. So that's how it is, and I shall put this up in the next half an hour, as it's only 1 o'clock in the morning, so we're alright. I shall put this up in the next half an hour, and then there'll be a final one update, a final reel on this, probably Thursday or Friday time. No, I'm going to say Saturday, because I've got a few bits and pieces of my own to sort out. So, and that will be it then. Okie dokie. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.